Is it working? Yes. All right, so it's been a couple weeks since I did one of these. So I did want to kind of get caught up to the current state of the stream right now. I've mentioned a few times on stream that with the Warmind Destiny 2 Warmind DLC release coming out in next week, that I will probably be changing my schedule a little bit. So especially next week, I'll be streaming right at the release. So it releases at 11 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. The DLC unlocks. So I'll be sitting here right like this in orbit, waiting for that to happen. So if you guys want to see me play through it as soon as it goes live, tune in then. I will be posting about it on Twitter about that. And then I'll be playing again that night. I'm going to try to play on Wednesday night and Thursday night. And Friday is when the raid layer gets released. So I don't know if I'm going to try to get a group together to Worlds First it. Or if I'll get together with the Sparkle Pony guys, or both, a little bit later on in the evening. So I will update everybody on that as well. But all that being said, that will affect like the hours of the stream. So be aware, I will probably have something finalized as far as like what my hours will be for the rest of the month before the end of the weekend. So I'm gonna be working on that. I've also been kind of like trying to. So the theme of this journal is going to be kind of like routine and focus, I want to say. I feel like I have been a little bit scattered with the stream lately, as far as like what I'm streaming and the energy that I'm bringing and the overall vibe of the stream. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I'm trying to kind of focus on that, on certain aspects of like, you know, how I want everything to like look and feel, and that sort of thing. So I have some ideas, and I am opening up. I've opened up the Discord, which you can see in the panels below the stream here. So that's kind of the first step, and it's going to be a very rudimentary Discord to start off with, because I want to know what people who join the Discord want to talk about before I make 50 rooms for people to like chat about stuff in. I'm in a lot of different Discords, and a lot of them feel a little bit samey to me. So I want mine to be kind of like the one for my channel, at least, to be very specifically tailored to what people want to talk about. So if that winds up being the same thing that's in everybody else's Discord, then that's fine, but that's not really where I want to start it. So if you guys want to be part of growing that Discord and determining what we are talking about on a daily basis, feel free to join, and we'd love to have you. So again, just getting started. There's not a whole lot there right now, so feel free to make suggestions. I should probably open up. I have a thing for my Discord here for suggestions. One of the things that I will be doing, and I'm probably going to start this next week or the week after, is kind of an AMA. I meant to do that today, actually, but I was kind of getting slayed by real life stuff. But so I want to post like an AMA on Twitter like an hour before I go live with the stream journal, and also kind of like have a channel open for AMA in the Discord that people can post in, like, you know, whenever they want. And I can kind of keep track of that stuff and answer some of those questions that people might have about whatever, about streaming or about certain games or about me personally, whatever. So just kind of want to open the channels of communication between me and my community, and I feel like that's a pretty good way to do it. So so there's that. As far as the look and feel, so I call the Discord is called the Mothership, and that's kind of what I'm going for with the look and feel of the channel. So we've got KoalaBot 9000, we've got the Mothership. We're trying to create this vibe of like this, you know, you've seen my my alerts are all kind of like, or at least the sub alert is 2001 themed, and that's kind of where I'm going with the theme of the channel, is kind of like retro futurist, as far as like the art style, the background music, the alerts, Eventually, I'd like to have graphics that all kind of fit. I've got some other ideas too that will involve like subs and people who have been watching for a long time. So I'm trying to come up. I've got some other ideas for commands that are going to kind of fit when we wind up doing the mini games on the chat. I'm going to try to tailor them all to kind of fit that like retro futurist 70s sci-fi feel. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. So I've been kind of compiling a list of songs and movies and artwork and stuff like that that is kind of inspiring me to kind of like how I'm envisioning this in my mind. So I've got like a folder on my computer of just like when I come across art, I just throw it in there, I copy it and throw it in there, so that when I do make the choice to kind of like hire an artist and create some of this stuff for the artwork for the channel, I've got some good ideas for what I want to do. But that's kind of where I want to go with this. I kind of want it to be this weird intergalactic journey with you guys. It's kind of weird, but you know, if you know me well enough, you'll go there with me. Hopping on the Mothership and blasting off with Stellar and KoalaBot 9000. It's got kind of a nice ring to it. And if you guys have seen, remember the old sci-fi show Buck Rogers? That's kind of the idea I had with KoalaBot. Is like this animatronic, like little Tin Man looking thing. So I've got some ideas. My gears are turning there. But I'd love to kind of eventually get to a point where it's all kind of fitting in a brand. And it all kind of feels like a cool place to be and hang out, and everything kind of works together. So that's my initial plan for like the design of how I want the channel to look. And to that end as well, tying all that together with the content that you're going to find on the channel, I am going to kind of try to focus my gameplay on sci-fi games from now on, for the most part. I mean, I do want to play like Red Dead and a bunch of other stuff that's coming out this year, but I've got a big long backlog, and you know, Destiny kind of being my home base as far as like games that I enjoy playing for long periods of time. I kind of want the games that I play to fit into that same mold, so people also know when they come to the channel like what kind of games they're going to expect. So that could be anything. It could be a space horror game. It could be an RTS. It could be a roguelike. It could be a first-person shooter or something like that. But I do kind of want them to fit in like that sci-fi vein. So I have a list kind of going of games I want to play for the rest of the year, and I'll keep that updated. There's also a panel down below the chat here, or down below the stream. I think it's called the playlist. So that tells you what I'm going to be playing. I just updated that yesterday. It's going to be it tells you what I'm going to be playing every month. And if you click on it, it'll take you to a Google Doc that kind of has the whole yearly calendar of the games that are on my my radar, and the games that I've played and my goals for completion for those games. So you can go ahead and check that out. That's always in flux too. It's always changing. So you'll see some games get crossed off. You'll see dates get moved around and stuff like that. But just kind of gives you a general idea of what you can expect for the rest of the year as far as the games that I'm going to be playing. So let's see. Two more things. First thing, this month is going to be geared. I'm going to be gearing a lot of my banter towards two specific causes. So I'm going to be kind of pushing a couple of charity drives this month. One is for Operation Supply Drop, which I think there's a command for. It's OSD. And so I'm going to be taking part in a 24-hour stream. I'm only going to be I'll be streaming for an hour. I'll be playing along with somebody the hour before my stream starts. But we're doing a stream for Operation Supply Drop, which is a charity organization that supports military veterans. So the Dad's Gaming group that I'm a part of is doing a 24-hour stream that they do every year, and I'm part of the stream team for that group. So I will be trying to drum up some donations for Operation Supply Drop. We're having a good time. Maybe some special guests dropping in. Who knows? So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be May 26th from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Mountain Time. That's my block. But that whole day, Dad's Gaming is going to be streaming. So I don't know where that stream's going to happen yet, if it's going to be on my channel or their channel, but I will keep you guys posted on that for sure. That's 3 weeks away. 3 weeks from Saturday. The other one is Extra Life. So I do Extra Life every year. Extra Life is a charity that supports children's hospitals at least all over North America. So the last few years have set up charity drives that I run on my own for Extra Life, and then on game day, which is November 4th, a Saturday, I do a 24-hour day of play, I call it. I don't stream games all day long, but I do 24 hours of video games, board games. I go to the park and play bocce. I play tag with my kids, like whatever constitutes a playing or a game. I do that for 24 hours. I would love to get a team together this year, so if you guys are interested in joining a team, you can do your own thing. I would be happy to organize that. I'd be happy to kind of like link people up. I am super passionate about Extra Life, and I'm trying to raise $1,000 this year. I was able to raise over $600 last year. My goal was $500, so I'm kind of upping the ante a little bit this year. But I'm going to kick that off probably this month at some point, depending on my work schedule. I'll do like a full day or an extended stream to kind of promote that for the day as well. So last thing I want to say is a thank yous to everybody that has supported over the last couple weeks. It's been a tough kind of for me to get back into the groove of things after I got back from vacation. So I do want to thank you guys for the support after I was kind of gone for a little while and then had some problems like getting healthy after that. So I appreciate you guys being here every day. You regulars know who you are. Thank you guys for showing up every day and hanging out with me and making this a fun adventure for me. And hopefully you guys are having a good time too. So with that is the end of this journal. You guys, as always, you can find me if you want to ask me any questions about anything. You can find me pretty much on every social media outlet as Stellar Koala. So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, right here on Twitch, obviously. Facebook, I have a Facebook group now, a Facebook page that I haven't done anything with yet. So you can find me there as well. I'm going to try to get posting there a little more often and maybe try to do some networking on Facebook. So pretty much everywhere. If you guys enjoy your time here, if you guys have any questions for me, if you guys want to contact me a little more directly, feel free to follow me on any of those social media outlets. And I will be back in another couple weeks with another stream journal. But right now we're going to get into a little Destiny and get that going. So give me 1 second here. Let me end my recording. And then make sure that it ended.